Go let her in through my door. Okay, y'all, you ready to make some chicken stew? Okay, I got my pot here heating up with the oil. It's pretty much ready, so I need to hustle with the chicken. I've got some bone-in bone-in chicken thighs that I've already taken out and washed. And I have the skin on them because I like it that way. But you don't have to do that if you don't want. We're going to put a good bit of salt and pepper on here because this is whenever you season your meat. Okay? Instead of salt, I'm using this Cajun seasoning, Tony. This does have a lot of salt in it, so you want to kind of be a little careful with this stuff. Make sure you get both sides of this chicken. Flip it up. I know y'all can't see me. Hold on. What? Okay. There's chicken over here. Maybe y'all can see a little better. Then we're going to put a little bit of pepper. Well, not a little. Give that good shake. Huh? Oh, thank you guys for starting the Stars party. Okay, now that we got our chicken good and seasoned, I'm gonna turn this down just a little. I can't even see you turn that down. I'm gonna try to drop this in here. Woo! Drop burn myself.
Tina said she's making biscuit oven baked chicken, roast potatoes, and black beans.
I don't really like doing this on this burner, but it's the way, it's the only way I can get it for y'all to see. And really, we're not cooking this chicken all the way. We're just going to brown it on both sides. I got my fire turned up some hot here. Can you turn it down? Can you see it turn it down? Yeah. All right.
Where did you get the stuff from?
Amazon. Get these in here. They're nice and brown, and then we're going to take them out. Ooh, it smells good already. All right. I've still got 2 more to go in here, so we're just going to wait and do those 2 last. What? Really? I don't see that. Chicken stew. Good old home cooked chicken stew. What? Yeah. All right, we got 1 more chicken to squeeze in here.
What seasoning did you use?
I just use a little Tony's and a little pepper. That's all I put in there. All right, here, Camille, turn that fire back up a little bit. What do you have it on?
Medium.
Okay, turn it up just a little bit to medium. I think I got some here. Hold on a second. Hey! Hey, do not take her back there again. welcome to the circus. We got 2,000 dogs. And the girls had a little friend over. Alright, I'm going to see if I can cram this little guy in here. Yeah, there you go. Now, I'm just going to rinse this bowl out. Like I said, we're not going to cook that chicken all the way. We're just browning it. So we're going to put it back in this bowl. What? You put her outside? Yeah. All right. This one's going to take a while. A lot of times you guys complain because you don't get to see the finished thing. This is why, because it takes so long. What? It's just an ad. Hey, what you got that fire on? Can't see.
Like medium high? Medium. Yeah.
Okay. Turn it up just a little bit more. Who are those dogs? Ooh, I got a star party right now? Or I got it?
Yeah, you got it.
Yay, thank you guys. Alright, so after we get our chicken browned, we're going to make a roux. And we're going to need some onions. And these are left over from yesterday. They're still frozen, but we're going to use them just like that. Go ahead and flip these boogers. See how, can y'all see they're getting nice and brown? Maybe just a little bit longer.
I don't think it's a good wash down.
Well, I'll tell you, we never have a problem with nobody trying to break in. Everybody in the neighborhood knows. Cast irons, I love them. They're my favorite. Amazon. I ordered it from Amazon. Well, she's gonna be scared. She cannot stay. This dog's gonna be about it. Yeah. Put her in here. Charlie, you're about to go in the back. Huh? The what? Oh, Amazon. No, you're going to have to speak up. I cannot hear you.
How are you going to go?
Well, I'm not going to cook them. I'm just going to wait. I'm not cooking them until they're done. I'm going to just get them brown. And then, once we get our gravy made, we'll put it back in the gravy and let it cook for about an hour. Ooh, it's hot already. Hot already. Okay, so this one's kind of brown, so we're going to take this out. Make room for some other ones to get in there. In the middle of that. Oh, that's nice. This one, I actually bought at a garage sale. From a lady she was an older lady. A little bit, older than me. Probably old enough to be my mama. And she, just said that they were old and she hated to get rid of them, but really and truly they were too heavy for her to pick up and get in and out the oven anymore, so she didn't like to, use them, and it was just her. So she decided to get rid of them. so I bought them. Well, this one. I did buy something for dessert. It just depends. The kids all have company tonight. We're gonna craft tonight though, because all my stuff came in today from Amazon. Is Cameron here to hang with you?
Yeah.
Okay, you go do that. You come do this. I'm sorry, I cannot hear her. What?
How long after you put how long does it take for you to put the chicken back in the baby?
Not too long. We're just gonna make a roux and kind of put some spices in here, and then we're gonna put it back in here.
Janelle's never had chicken stew before.
Really? Some of these pieces I would really like a little browner, but I might try to hurry this along.
That's not so long.
Well, no, I mean it's not going to be cooked all the way. I got to make a roux.
I've never had chicken stew either.
Really? Where y'all from? Are they from Canada?
I don't know.
And if you prefer, you can use boneless and skinless. I just think it gives it an extra flavor.
Did you know that they had beef and venison stew? Whatever that is.
Really? Venison is deer. What, gross is yummy.
Miss Grace's mom had chicken stew. She likes Miss Stew on chicken.
Kinda. Without the vegetables in it. Well, the onions and stuff, it doesn't like no potatoes. I keep that on the side. Can they hear me? Are they saying anything here? I feel like this is really loud.
I love Catherine and I have a lot of them old, but when I don't know, I take care of the family.
Okay, well that one's getting there. I'm going to start getting my flour out.
But one side of it.
I know. Honey, I just started making it up.
What can you try that?
Now, I got a cup out, but that doesn't mean I'm going to put a whole cup in. I'm not filling this thing up. Only about 3/4 of a cup. Is what we're going to put in.
Where's your put from?
Amazon. And I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't too bad. It was under maybe $30. Alright, so we're going to leave our chicken to the side here. I'm going to stick it in the microwave. Now, we're going to add in our flour to make our roux. And we got to get this roux a nice caramel color. So I got this thing turned up pretty good, so we're going to need to stir it constantly. Caroline, check that temperature and make sure it's on high. Was it?
Right, I'll put the 2 tomato later. The 2 tomatoes later. It's been a long.
Oh, gosh.
Miss Sherry's never had chicken stew.
I can't believe y'all have never had chicken stew. That's crazy. I thought, I almost didn't make it because I figured everybody knows how to make chicken stew. And everybody puts their own little variation. This is just a good southern way of doing it. All right. So we got to get this roux nice and dark, and if you got to be careful and make sure you don't burn it. So you're going to keep stirring it. And in my opinion, nothing is better to stir a roux with than a wooden spoon. As we stir, we're going to kind of scrape up all that good stuff at the bottom. That's so funny because I really almost did not make this just because I figured.
She's never even heard of it existed.
Really? You really got to stir this the whole time.
I need to clean your glass out.
I just scrub them with some salt and water. You're not supposed to put soap, ever. And I don't always use salt, sometimes I just use water. And then you dry, and then after you wash them, you heat it back up to make sure you get all the water out. And then you wipe it back down with oil to make sure it stays seasoned. What are they barking at? I think I got another kid here. Charlie. John. This part takes a minute, y'all, because you're going to want this a good caramel color. Starting to darken up. Caroline, who is that? I think they're with my reader. I got my shirt, Miss Leslie, on Amazon. I can't believe so many people have ever had this. Oh yeah, I did give up Cokes for a long time, but I picked up that habit again. But I'm trying to kick it again. Come on, guys, give me a break.
Are people enjoying your soup?
Well, that's not a soup. It's a roux, and I'll burn you. That was much as that. It smells good. Chicken soup. It smells like the country fried chicken. Aw, that's not the reaction I was hoping for. She was hoping for country fried steak. Okay, it's starting to come along here. We're getting kind of like a peanut buttery color. I think Daddy's working nights tonight. Starting to darken up. Look how pretty that's getting. We want some nice dark roux. It's That's my potatoes over there in the air fryer. If you missed us making roasted potatoes in the air fryer, you can catch it. I think it was yesterday we made the meatloaf. Yeah, it's on that video. We just made some more roasted potatoes tonight. Alright, so this is a pretty good color. We're going to let this go just a minute longer. You have really got to stir this, because if you burn your roux, it's you done burnt your, you got to start your whole gravy over. Alright, now I'm going to turn this fire down a little bit, and then we're going to add in these onions, and they were frozen, so this is also going to slow down the cooking of the roux. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Now look, I like a lot of onions and flavoring in mine. And this is all going to cook down pretty good. So I'm going to add a little bit more to this. You still got to keep kind of stirring it so your roux doesn't burn. But I turned down the fire, and adding in this cold is going to bring down the temperature. That smells so good. My favorite part is when you add in the onions. Alright, we're just going to add in the second one. Neither one of these were full. They were both partially used, and some I had in my freezer. So you can add as many onions as you want. One onion, one bell pepper. It's really kind of up to you, but I like a lot. It is a seasoning blend. It's not just onions. This is what I call it. It has onions, bell peppers. I think this one has a little bit of red bell pepper in it. All right. So we're going to let that cook down. Now we're going to grab some chicken broth. Looks like I need to open some. Alright. Chicken broth. We're going to add that in here. I'm going to turn this back up a little bit. Look how pretty and dark that is. You'll see past those onions. We're making a chicken stew. Okay, we're going to pour in this chicken broth. Stir that in there. We're going to pour in this whole container. And that is so pretty. Look at that. No ma'am. Get that broken up. All right. All right, now this is going to thicken back up as it cooks. Let's turn it back up. It'll also darken back up. Now, while we're doing this, let's go ahead and season this booger. We're going to add about half a teaspoon of the garlic pepper. We're going to add about half a teaspoon here of garlic powder. Let's get this stuff out of my way. We're going to add a little bit more pepper. Be careful with the pepper. If you don't like spice, we kind of like a kick, so I put a little pinch in there. I always add 2 bay leaves. That was actually like 2 broken ones, so. And a little bit of basil. All right. Now, if after it cooks for a little while and it needs more to kick, then I'll add in some cayenne pepper. See how that color is coming back? I'm just going to let this heat up. Let those onions cook down. Into that gravy. All right. Now we're going to start adding our chicken back in. Okay. Get that in there. Okay. Get all that nice and covered. Sorry, let's see. Thank you, Miss Janet. It's really good, y'all. If the bone-in chicken kind of grosses you out, then just try the boneless. Chicken thighs tend to just kind of absorb the flavor a little bit better. I don't know why that is. It just does. I think it has something to do with the fat content in the meat, but I don't know for sure. I'm not a scientist. I wouldn't even call myself a chef. I'm just a mama. All right. Now, we're going to give this one good stir. Make sure everybody's covered in there. Let that cook down. And we're going to kind of watch it. You see how it's already thickening back up? I'm going to add just a little bit of water to it. I don't want to add any more chicken broth because, you know, we could add a little more liquid without the salt. Y'all hear Maggie? She is upset. A little more. Just because we're going to have to bring this to a boil and it's going to cook for about an hour. Okay. So I'm going to bring this back up to a boil. And once it comes back up to a boil, I'm going to cover it and let it cook for about an hour and turn the heat down to about medium. All right, let me see if y'all got any questions over here. Hubby wants to know what's your recipe for gumbo. It's so funny that you said that because my father-in-law tried to talk me into making gumbo tonight. But it's going to be really cold tomorrow, so I may make that tomorrow. Do I put okra in it? In my gumbo? Yes. In this? No. Any size. We got roasted potatoes over here. Let me show you those. Because they've already been cooking. Oh my God. Hold on a second. They've already been cooking for about 20 minutes. So they should be done, really. Where is Cameron and... Can y'all let maybe Maggie in the Alright, I gotta make room so I can show you all the potatoes. If I have room for that. We gotta let her inside. It's getting too cold outside. This time I used a different seasoning. I did a little bit of oil. I did the avocado oil like I did yesterday. And I did this seasoning. It's called One Sheet Pan Chicken Parmesan, and I coated the potatoes and carrots with this, and then we stuck them in there to air fry. Let me see if I can get it out of there. Let's see, where's the little handles? I don't see my little handles. We'll just use these. Probably not a good idea to do that. Probably not. Let me show it to you. Look how pretty those come out. Can y'all see them? And they're done. Very good. And then we'll eat this over rice. So, that's what's for dinner. Chicken stew and roasted potatoes. And carrots. They have carrots in there too with the potatoes. Now, if you wanted to, you could throw potatoes and carrots in here. That's completely up to you. That's going to be good. Okay, I know it's not boiling yet, but I'm going to go ahead and, this thing's still hot. It's pretty hot. Cover up this chicken and move this over here. Okay? And then I just need to make some rice for my chicken stew. Just wash this lid so it has a little water on it. Alright. So I know that's not boiling yet, but I'm going to turn it down and go ahead and cover this up a little bit. And let that cook. And I'm going to check on it put that down to medium. Every few minutes and give it a good stir. Make sure it's not sticking at the bottom. And that is it for now. Now, when it's all finished and I plate it up, I will come live again to show y'all. Warming up after the snow. Yes, it is. That's why I picked this one tonight. I figured a lot of us were all cold. So tomorrow will be cold. Maybe y'all can try this one. It's really good. I think y'all gonna like it. All right, everybody. I need a YouTube. Kelly. I do have a YouTube channel. I just don't do anything with it. It is a little Dutch oven, Miss Janet. Love your pot. Okay. Thank you, Miss Brenda. Okay. Well, we're gonna let that cook for a little while, and then I'll come back and show it to you when it's done. And in the meantime, I think what we're gonna do while this is cooking is maybe throw a little craft together. So give me a few minutes to kind of clear some clutter, and then we'll go in the kitchen and the dining room and make us a little craft real quick. So I'll see you all very soon. Y'all have a great night.